History isn't always found in monuments or books. Sometimes it hides in the overlooked fragments of daily life. A cracked pavement, a faded postcard, a chipped teacup. These small artifacts, dismissed as debris, are silent witnesses to forgotten moments. They lack the bias of historians, offering honest glimpses into the past. A worn shoe on a beach, a rusted key under floorboards. Each holds a story, even if it's incomplete. Their power lies in the mysteries they preserve, not the answers they provide. They invite us to wonder, to imagine, to piece together narratives from the barest clues. In the digital age, new artifacts emerge. Corrupted files, glitchy videos, pixelated images, modern echoes of faded photographs and torn letters. Technology, though seemingly permanent, is fragile. A failed hard drive or forgotten password can erase entire histories. These digital ghosts are history in binary code. This is the story of one such fragment, a shattered smartphone and a single corrupted image salvaged from its memory. The phone belonged to Leo Park, a man as lost as the device itself. The image wasn't a clear portrait or landscape, but a confusing, unsettling snapshot. It was the last known trace of a man who vanished into the fog, leaving behind a mystery that began on an ordinary day. Sometimes the most enduring stories are found in the smallest, most broken things. This is one of those stories. In the cracks of history, we find the echoes of lives that might otherwise be forgotten. And sometimes those echoes refuse to fade. Leo Park was ordinary, late 30s, data entry job, lived alone, loved maps and books. He kept to himself, content in solitude, his life a quiet rhythm of work and long walks. Hiking was his passion, especially along the misty coastal trails where he found peace. On a foggy October Saturday in 2017, Leo set out for Redwood Bluff Park, his favorite spot. He texted his only close friend, Sam. Heading to Redwood Bluff Park for a walk, should be back by evening. It was the last message anyone received from him. Redwood Bluff was dramatic. Towering cliffs, redwoods, winding trails, and perilous views of the Pacific. Leo knew the paths well, or so he thought. That day, under a slate sky, he was just another man seeking peace. He couldn't have known this walk would be his last, or that his quiet life would end in a lingering question mark. Sometimes, the most ordinary people become the heart of the strangest mysteries. When Leo didn't return, no one panicked at first. He often lost track of time. But by Monday, with no word and a missed day at work, Sam called the police. Search teams scoured Redwood Bluff Park, combing trails, deploying drones, and even sending divers to the cliffs below. The fog, once Leo's solace, became the searcher's enemy, swallowing clues and hope alike. After 2 weeks, the search was scaled back. No body, no backpack, no sign of struggle. Leo Park was declared missing, his case left open but cold. He had vanished without a trace, leaving only silence behind. Years passed, and Leo's disappearance faded into local legend. Then, in spring 2020, a park worker clearing rocks near a dangerous cliff found something wedged between boulders. A mangled smartphone. The phone was battered, caked in mud and algae, its screen shattered and casing bent. The location was near where Leo was last seen. The worker reported it, and soon the phone was in the hands of forensic experts. It matched the model Leo owned, the first real evidence since his disappearance. If anything could be recovered from its memory, it might reveal what happened. The phone became a time capsule, a black box holding the final moments of Leo Park's life. Unlocking its secrets would be a daunting challenge, but for the first time in years, there was hope for answers. The investigation was alive again. Digital forensic specialists took on the ruined phone, treating it like an archaeological dig. The device was carefully dismantled, revealing a scene of electronic devastation. The team's hopes rested on the flash memory chip, the phone's brain. With precision, they removed and cleaned the chip, then placed it in a custom reader. The process was slow, the data riddled with corruption and errors. For weeks, they ran algorithms, piecing together fragments like a shredded book. Gradually, remnants emerged: mundane texts, partial GPS logs confirming Leo's presence in the park. Then, buried deep in the camera's cache, they found a single, heavily damaged image file. It was the last file written before the phone died. The team's final challenge: reconstructing that broken picture. It was a digital ghost waiting to reveal its story. The answer, if any, lay in that one corrupted image. The past was about to speak. Rebuilding the image took 2 more weeks. As it rendered, unease filled the lab. The photo wasn't a scenic shot. It was chaos. In the harsh flash, a pale, trembling hand reached out. Leo's hand, low to the ground. The background was a mess of rocks and earth, off the main trail. But behind the hand stood a tall, narrow, reflective shape. Too slender for a person or tree, gleaming with an unnatural sheen. In its warped reflection, another figure appeared. Elongated, humanoid, looming over Leo's shoulder. The photo captured not just a strange object, but Leo, his outstretched hand, and an unknown entity right behind him. It was a moment of terror, frozen in digital static. The mystery had a face, one that defied explanation. The photo shocked investigators, but the phone's logs revealed more. The camera app had opened twice in quick succession before the phone was destroyed. The first time, it closed almost instantly, perhaps a fumbled attempt in panic. 3 seconds later, it opened again, and the single, desperate photo was taken. Immediately after, all activity ceased. The phone was shattered. The sequence suggested a sudden, catastrophic event. Leo's final act was deliberate, to capture something he knew was terribly wrong. The data told a story of fear, struggle, and a desperate attempt to bear witness. The photo and logs reignited the case, but only deepened the mystery. Theories abounded. A tragic accident, a confusing perspective, a uniquely shaped rock, or a panicked slip. Others saw evidence of foul play. An attacker captured in the reflection, the phone destroyed to hide the truth. Some ventured into the unknown. The object's unnatural symmetry and sheen sparked talk of cryptids, supernatural entities, or even extraterrestrials. Online forums buzzed with speculation. Was Leo's photo a tragic accident, a crime, or proof of something beyond explanation? The image offered no answers, only more questions. In the fog, certainty vanished. Today, Leo Park's shattered phone sits in evidence, the case still open, the mystery unsolved. The strange object in the photo remains unidentified. The figure in the reflection, a complete enigma. The phone and its single image are all that's left. A modern legend, debated and analyzed but never explained. It is a corrupted fragment, a dark mirror, reflecting more questions than answers. Its power lies in its ambiguity, denying us closure. Sometimes, history is just a broken piece of a larger lost story. These fragments challenge us to imagine the whole. The truth of Leo Park's fate is likely lost forever. All that remains is that final frame, a hand reaching from darkness, a strange shape, a distorted reflection. A moment frozen in time, captured in a flash before silence. Leo's last act was to bear witness, leaving behind a haunting mystery. We may never understand what he saw, but his echo endures. A whisper from the void, refusing to fade.